Hi everyone, and welcome to Words with DatOneLady.
Hey guys, welcome to week 7 of my comms diaries. If you are just joining me for the first time on this whole series, I am taking you all through my comp experience. If you don't know what comps is, go ahead to go back to the first week 1 of my comms diaries, and I'm sure you'll be able to get full details of what exactly comes or what exactly I'm talking about when I'm saying comps examination. So it's week 7 and I am officially counting down 2 weeks and 6 days to the end of my comprehensive examination. And sincerely do not know how to feel. Where am I at with my writing process? I am almost there. So like you already know, I'm writing challenges and solutions to specific issues which I already identified, and I have 2 questions that I'm writing. I am editing questions 2's challenges and solutions, but I'm having issues with how to structure them, how to structure my writing. Today I was able to get through the first to the third challenge on question 2, and I'm beginning to worry. I have 5 challenges in question 2, and I think I have about 4 challenges in question 1 with already solutions. I'm presenting question 1 in a different manner because for question 1 I'm writing like challenges and solutions underneath, but for question 2 it's coming in as like a whole paper together. So the challenges are the titles and the solutions are in it. It's like my presentation is where I'm worrying about. So tomorrow, Tuesday, I am going to be speaking with my supervisors on how to present it, and they should be able to see me through. Like I already mentioned in week 6 or week 5, I mentioned that during the comms period, you're not allowed to speak with your supervisors except for 30 to 1 hour where you ask them questions. They're not allowed with, okay, I apologize. I will state that again. You are allowed to meet your supervisors for like 30 minutes to 1 hour period to ask questions. You are not allowed to exchange papers. You're only allowed to just, discuss, and they're supposed to like help you through, but not give you answers. If you get what I mean. So yes, I'll be doing that tomorrow. Today is Monday and it's currently 5:34 p.m. And yes, I just finished working on question 2 again today, and I'm almost closing shop for the day. And I'm closing shop because I need to go to the gym and come back. But yeah, I worked on question 2 today. And when I get back from the gym, I'll do some working on the remaining. So I've worked on 3 challenges. I'm working on the remaining 2 when I get back. And when I do that, I'm still trying to contemplate what my analysis and synthesis is going to look like. I do have stuff there, but I need to make it sound succinct. Then finish up my conclusion. I was supposed to finish that last week, but last week was a struggle for me when it came to like, I was freaking out about a lot of things and I wasn't able to concentrate enough. So I did work on things last week, but not to my knots. Last week I wanted to get everything done already. So when I meet my supervisors tomorrow, speaking with them in confidence, of which I think I will still speak to them tomorrow in confidence because I have everything in order. So yeah, that's my plan for. So that's how today went. Tomorrow I think I'll be working on question 1. Before my meet with my supervisors, finish it up so that when I meet with them, I have like good points to put out to them. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be completely finishing up my writing process. I finish it up for both questions, and then week 8 and 9, I would spend those 2 weeks in editing, referencing, making sure my tables are intact, making sure that my grammar, reading through over and over again. So yeah, I can't believe this is coming to an end. That's where I feel today. It feels like, wow, this is really, really coming to an end. Anyway, but still, I feel stressed, mentally stressed a lot. I've been feeling a lot of mental stress for the past 2-3 weeks now. And that's because I just worry about a lot when it comes to exams. I'm like, I hope I'm doing the best. I hope I'm putting out the best. But yeah, I'm going into this week with a positive attitude, and I'm hoping that I'll do amazing. So yeah, thank you guys and see you guys tomorrow. So hey guys, like you already know, I did not come back on Tuesday to give an update. Well, you did not know. I am saying it now. So it is currently 7:07 p.m. on Wednesday, week 7 of Comes Diary. Yay! So I told you that Tuesday I was with my supervisors, and I did that yesterday for a whole, I think it was an hour. I don't remember how long it was anymore. And yeah, I met my supervisors yesterday, and it was a good meeting. I felt so good because our conversation helped me to put a lot of things into perspective. And if you remember, in week 5 and week 6, I kept ranting about how I did not know how to present my results, and it was giving me a headache. And speaking with them yesterday made me feel better. I think I know how to present it now, and I'm still working on it. So, like I already said on Monday, so I'll spend Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, um, writing and finishing up both questions, the results and the analysis, and concluding, and spending next 2 weeks reading up and preparing to submit. So yeah, um, that meeting went well. Before I went for that meeting, I would like to note that I was fully overwhelmed. I was in a space where I felt like, what's the I don't know how to put it, but I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't putting enough time or putting enough energy to my comprehensive, and that meeting made me feel like you actually know what you're doing. You actually have good stuff on ground. You were just overthinking the process. Sincerely, that's what that meeting did. I remember talking about, like, like I said, you don't present any paper to your supervisors. All you can do is talk about and ask questions. And when I kept asking questions and trying to, like, articulate things to them, I literally felt so proud of myself. And hearing them, the feedback I got from them was amazing. And that put me in the right mood to go further. Well, of course, 24 hours passed and I started overthinking again this morning. But no, it's something that happens. I feel better now. So yeah, that was good. So I started working last night, and today I started working on the result section. I started piecing things together, and I'm also doing my best to take my time and do it a day at a time. And that's something I realized that I don't do. I think I over stress how to go about the few things. From week 1 to 6, I kept feeling like, oh my god, you're wasting time, you're not doing enough, you're not reading a lot of documents, you're not writing, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And I'm looking back at my documents today, and I am telling myself, oh my god, you did that. You wrote that much, you put all that energy into it, you've gotten this far. Can't you see it? Speaking to my supervisor yesterday also made me feel that way. I remember one of my supervisors telling me, because I have 2 supervisors, in case I never mentioned that. One of them told me that, oh my god, hearing you talk about these 2 questions and you talking about these things, you seem to have a hang of what you're doing. You know your stuff. You are very familiar with the paper, like with the concept that you're talking about, which made me feel like, oh wow, that's true. It made me realize that a couple of weeks back, like a month and a half ago, I was not very, very conversant with these things. And I feel better. I feel proud of my work so far. And I really hope I don't keep overthinking processes. I know that it's a lot of learning process to do when it comes to, like, getting a PhD and it comes to writing, and that's something I struggle with. My writing is something that I am working on getting more succinct. So one thing about me is I put a lot into paper, and I find it difficult to make it concise and pass the message across. As a researcher, nobody wants to read your long document. Everybody wants to read something that has content, that actually has something in it, and not just a ramble of words. And that's where I ramble a lot when I write, and I'm trying to be very, very succinct about my writing and what I'm working on. And yeah, sincerely, this whole comps experience has taught me a lot about myself, about writing, about reading, about the PhD journey in general. And that's why I'm doing this and sharing my journey, because nobody talks about this whole process. I literally woke up today and I've sat down on my chair to work, because sitting on my desk sometimes with both screens in my eyes kind of messes up my brain. And I know I complain about headache a lot, so like having to sit down my computer every day on my desk with two screens kind of messes up my brain cells. When I mean messes, like gives me headache. So I sat on my chair today and I have tried to write. I've tried to put a few things together, research a few things. Because one thing about the writing process is you keep reading, keep writing, keep editing, and keep improving it over and over again. So yeah, that's what I've tried to do. And I feel now like I have a lot to write, and I need to be more cogent and more succinct and concise with my writing process is what I'm currently doing. So it's 7 p.m. It's time to go to the gym. I'm trying to see to go to the gym and come back and try to read the rest of the evening to work. It's getting to the end of this comp experience, and on most days now I feel more and more drained, to say the least. Looking very haggard. When I met my supervisors yesterday, one of them told me, "Oh my God, you look like a scholar now," because my hair was like a mess. I was wearing this huge square glasses my Blu-ray glasses that I use to help prevent Blu-ray from my eyes, because I literally on my computer 17 hours out of 24 hours. So it was interesting. So having to be in this whole format just puts me in a, oh my God, take it a day at a time, I guess. So yeah, rambling. If you notice, these days I am bad at getting my thoughts together, so forgive me in advance. But yeah, the last 2 days, yesterday I spent with my supervisors. We discussed, we didn't, it wasn't a long meeting, it was a short one, but it was good to get a few insights from them, and they helped me answer a few questions. No answers, of course. Meeting with them is I'm struggling to get this part right. What are your thoughts? Then they give you pointers, and that's it. And that's the only meeting I can have with them until I'm done with my exams. So yeah, that was yesterday. And today, after the meeting yesterday, I tried to do some work, but I felt like I was already in that frame of mind. So I sat down, did a few things, did a few research on a few things that I after conversation with them, tried to work, but not for long. Went to the gym, came back, ate normal stuff, then just went to bed, of which I didn't go to bed till like 2 a.m. I think. Anyway, today I got up and I tried to work too. Not as much as I want to, but I did. But that's the thing I realized. I realized that every time I worry that, oh my God, I'm not working enough. But the little work I do every day, at the end of the week, when I read what I've done, I'm like, oh my God, you did this much. So I think I need to begin to tell myself that, hey, the little that you do adds up on a daily basis. But my big head, I would always want to get so much done in one day so that I feel fulfilled. But that doesn't work. I just end up putting pressure on myself, and the next 2 days I'm like in a rut of headaches and anger and feeling some type of way concerning my writing process. But what I realized is writing every day. Like my colleagues actually told me this before I started my exams. She said she spent 3 to 4, 5 hours every day writing, and that was it. But me would want to spend 10 hours on my computer and be not productive that much, and I'm like angry at myself. Imagine if I just said, okay, 4 5 hours, get something done till the next day, and give yourself that space. Maybe I would do better. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, like I said, something that I learned in the past 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is the little things that you do as it relates to your writing actually adds up and gives good results. Spending 10 hours writing might not give you so much result, because in that 10 hours, are you really writing though, or you're stressing? So yeah, that's something I learned. So what I do these days is rest enough, eat well. Eating well is something I don't do at all. My friends always keep telling me, try to eat, try to eat, try to eat. My friend just texted me a while ago, so it's like, hey, I hope you're eating well. I'm like, food is like alien to me. But anyway, that's aside the fact. But gradual processes adds up. And I need to learn this for when I finally write my thesis in like 6 months time, or yeah, in less than 6 to a year time, I'll start writing my thesis. Like when I mean writing, I mean writing up my thesis. Oh, saying that sounds very weird. Oh my god, the end is near. Jeez, I can't wait. Anyway, sidetracked again. But yeah, like to say, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. If you did not get anything from today's conversation on Comp's Diary, it is the fact that you're spending 10 hours to write does not mean that you can achieve a lot. Know yourself, learn yourself, understand your limits, understand how much time span you can actually get good work done. When you start working, how many hours do you really get work done? If you only get work done within 3 hours of your writing in a day, then just spend 3 hours writing. Maybe spend the rest of the hours maybe reading or doing something else, and come back to it again tomorrow. Or spend 3 hours writing, and the remaining 4 hours read through what you've written and edit and edit it and let it sound great in your ears. Or and one thing about writing is when you write and you go back and read it over and over again and you edit it, it begins to sound better and begins to feel better. Of course, if you overdo it, you get tired of your writing. So yeah, that's very important. By the way, I got a paper back from a professor that I wrote last semester, and I got all the marks. I think it was 40. It was 40 over 40. And I read through my paper. I remember that paper, it was due at a time that there was so much due in school. And when I look back on that paper, I shake my head at myself because I felt really bad writing that paper. I thought I was doing trash, and I did great in it. So that's something I need to learn. Jeez. The writing process is not easy. Reading and writing is worse. Reading, writing, and editing yourself to be read by someone else is the worstest. There's a word like that. But understanding your writing process is the best thing you can ever do to yourself as a PhD candidate, PhD student. There's no format to writing. There is a type of way to write, but there's no format to writing. You have to learn your own style of getting to write and how to write and following it. And that's something I've learned. And remember, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So start writing today, start reading today. And even if it's only 2 lines that you write, close it, go do something else and come back to it later. Spending that number of hours on it over and over again and achieving nothing will do you no good than leaving it, going to do something else, achieving something else, and coming back to it. Also, prioritize your mental health when it comes to writing, because the more you stress and stress about writing, the more you think that you don't know what you're doing, or you're stupid, or you're not smart. But apparently you're just very smart, but you've just not learned that the writing process and being a PhD student comes with a lot of pressure that we should actually not put on ourselves, but we do. Especially if you're in a university that there's a reputation to uphold. That's a lot. Anyway, that's enough rambling for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Alright, guys. It is 10:36 p.m. Thursday, comes week 7. Yay! Okay, I don't know if I'm just sound that excited, but today was a good day. Today was amazing. I changed my location today, and when I mean location, I mean my writing location. So normally I wake up in the morning, get up, get dressed, get about my day, and I sit on my desk and work at home. But I told you sometime, I think beginning of the week or last week, week 6, I said I was going to be changing my writing location. And I failed to do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I did today, and oh my god, it was a breath of relief. Sincerely, You know that thing where you know that it's good for you, but you just not tried it out yet, so you don't know how good or bad it would be. Yes, that was changing my location. So I went to the library today. Woke up pretty late because I worked late into the night, and I was able to go to the library to get work done. I think I got to the library at like 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and I think I worked from that time till like 4:30. Solid 4 hours, 3 4 hours. If I'm not wrong. 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. Yeah, 4 hours, and that was me counting my fingers. So it was solid 4 hours of good work done, and I was sincerely happy about that. So good news, guys. I completed my results, got a hang of my analysis, and what's left now is proofreading and getting it to be all done and perfect. Yay! I swear down. Thinking about it now, and I just can't be more elated and ecstatic for myself. Sincerely, I think I brought my paper to a good spot. So tomorrow, Friday, I would just take my time and be listening, like, proofreading what I've done on my results and my analysis so far. So it's so exciting to have come to this spot in my writing process, and I'm excited. I intend to change my location again tomorrow, like meaning go to the library tomorrow and try to work from the library tomorrow, because I think it's doing a lot of good for me. So yes, I'm going to be doing that. So yes, if you're having a writer's block, if you're having a PhD student, you're a student, you've been working from home. We have been working from home for the past 2 years. If you find yourself being in a funk and you're not doing as much as you want to be doing on a daily basis, change your location. It might do so much good than you expect for you. Get up, get out. If it's a coffee store, if it's a park around your apartment, if it's your school library. Some people don't like living it where it's very quiet. There are coffee stores around your university that actually allows people to come in and read with free internet. Go there. It would help you a lot. And it takes you away from your comfort zone. And I did that today, and I'm happy because I got so much done within 4 hours. And like I said, mentioned yesterday, like, working smarter is it's way better than working harder. Like, you can work hard, but if you don't work smart, it'll be useless to work hard. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but if you're smart about the way you're working, you might exert lesser energy than when you're trying to work hard. Working hard might be spending 15 hours trying to write, and working smart would be actually concentrating 5 hours in a good spot to get a lot done. You might get a lot done better when you're working smarter than when you're working harder. And when I'm talking about, in the context of writing. So don't get me wrong, please. And I understand that working hard is good as a student. It's a great thing to do, but sometimes it's actually good to work smart. Anyway, so yeah, that was today. That was Thursday, and I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm hoping to be able to get up pretty early too and be able to get some good work done in good time. Imagine starting like my booking for the library is from 10:30 to 4:30. Imagine if I actually get to the library at 10:30 and be able to work to 4:30. I literally will finish both papers tomorrow. Oh my god, that'd be so great if I do that. Then the next 2 weeks I'll focus on editing and making sure my paper is right. Comes is 2 weeks from being done, and I am elated and ecstatic. I cannot wait. I can't believe I spent my whole summer doing comprehensive. People think it's not a smart thing to do, but I think it was better for me because I have other things that I want to do during the semester, starting the fall. That's why I did this, and I think it was a better use of my summer than just chilling. But to be sincere, before you do any exam, just make sure that you're mentally, physically, spiritually, all round, educationally ready for it before you do it. I was, and that's why I decided to do it. So yeah, that's it for today. It was a great Thursday. Of course, what I learned today was what I mentioned is changing the environment. What I did not like about today was the fact that I woke up late, and it just stems out of the fact that I slept late. I slept at 5 a.m. this morning, and I wanted to wake up at 9. impossible. Like, it's never gonna happen. Well, it could have happened, but I think it would have taken a toll on me during the rest of the day, because I'd have gone to the library and I'd have been sleeping there. I wouldn't have been able to go to the gym. And one thing about me is going to the gym and sweating it out is, it kind of keeps me in a sane space, because I barely see friends, I barely see anybody. I'm always all by myself, or I've been by myself for a long time, except during the weekends when I hang out with one or two people. So yeah, that's Thursday, and I will stop rambling and say good night, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Okay, guys, it is Monday, 11:09 p.m. and of course, if you're hearing that it's Monday, you know that I did not provide an update for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So here's the update. On Friday, I did the same thing, which was go to the library, which was amazing, and I got work done. I think I got to the library a little later than I expected, and I left a little later, but I went there again for another half hour or an hour, and I got some work done, which I was proud of. On Friday, what I was able to do was get the result complete, like the results was intact. I started the analysis, which was beginning to look good, before I stepped out to get something done. I came back and reread my results and did my analysis again. And yeah, that was Friday. It was pretty short. Saturday and Sunday was almost like a self-care weekend, and as well, two friends had their birthday, which we had a little dinner for both days. And yeah, I would say my weekend was great. Did not do anything crazy. It was just relaxing, leaving my apartment and going to spend time with friends. And yeah, I did that Saturday and Sunday. And that was basically it for week 7. Guys, I am almost done. I can't even believe it. It seems so surreal. Yo. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Alright, that's it. That's it for week 7. It was a great week. Wasn't too bad. I think I accomplished all that I wanted to accomplish. I did things just the way I wanted to do them. I also improved on a couple of things, learned a little bit about myself, got better at a few things, spoke to my supervisors after a long time, had some conversations with them that really put me on the right track. And yeah, we're ready to set this exam on its way to success, on its path to full completion. And yay, we got this. Until the next week. Bye, guys. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, do not forget to like, comment, and share this podcast with your friends, family, or anyone you think that would benefit from this episode of the podcast. Also, do not forget to rate the podcast on whatever podcast application you listen on. Please do that so that others can be able to see and find our podcast and enjoy what you're also enjoying. Did by any chance you have comments that you think you don't want to share in the comment section, go ahead and look in the description box and you will find our email address and you can reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, thank you for listening again and have yourself a wonderful day.